Hi, I'm Kathleen.
And I'm Sean.
And you're listening to the Dead Baby Bear podcast.
Dead Baby Bear. Long story.
I get about 10,000 walks a year.
Put on my walkout Fitbit. How many steps did the crowd take tonight?
Wouldn't it be amazing if you could track your bombs? Like, I'm sure there are some like OCD comics that do, but like,
sure.
if you had like a watch that would be like, you bombed 8 times this year, because and it was honest with you, because there's so many people that don't. They
that was a
bomb
pretty good set, right? Watch.
No, it was awful.
No.
You got if it could register your last per minute. That's how you could do it.
Exactly. Instead of your steps, it's your laughs.
Yeah, how many laughs
per year.
Maybe if we get more people to be honest with themselves and quit.
No, all it would get is more comedians going back to the store they bought it from and saying it's broken.
Or we get comedians posting on social media, just broke my record, 80 million laughs per minute.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's like the new sort of comedians in cars showing you their odometer.
Their odometer.
Their odometer. You know when comedians are like 450,000 K on the old Cutlass, baby. And you're just thinking like, that means you drive everywhere. That's not good. You're driving everywhere.
Nobody's flying you one gig.
No, you're not on WestJet. You're not even on fucking Flair.
No, Flair has never seen your name.
Yeah, there's 2 levels of comedian braggery that is like eye roll worthy.
Yeah.
One at the airport. Like, oh, I'm at the lounge, Air Canada Lounge. Or,
yeah.
The braggy sort of like, you don't need to know what I'm doing, but I'll be in the air if you need
Here's
me.
a picture of me in my pod.
I'm not actually in the pod, but I got on early with the kids. I took a couple photographs up front before the lady said, get back in coach, you fucking goof.
Get back to coach.
So yeah, there's the comedian level where they're bragging at the airport, and then there's the odometer reading.
I'm such a road dog.
Yeah, road dog forever. Look at these roads, and you're just like, that's awful. That's like truckers don't do that.
No.
You think truckers are in their big Mack truck, like, here we go on the grind again?
Well, maybe they are. We don't know. Do you know many truckers?
I don't have truckers on my Facebook.
I don't know many truckers.
We should have more. You know, that's really what's
Truckers are the best people for podcasts. Calling all truckers. Listen to this podcast. This podcast is dedicated to the truckers of North America. Thank you for your service.
No. Don't listen to it when you have a load on. You know what I mean? Listen to it on the way home.
When you got your load off?
When you're empty. Yeah, when you're empty. Because I don't want you to fucking listen to this and go, I'm going to kill myself. With shit in the back of your truck.
People don't want to kill themselves. We want to kill ourselves. But not our listeners. They're laughing.
You shouldn't die.
I'm kidding.
You should live forever.
I don't know about that.
No, you shouldn't.
I would never want to live forever.
No, not with those knees.
Not with these knees. Give them too much trouble.
You're going to fold.
Too much trouble.
What the hell am I? What did I do? What did you do last weekend?
Well, we were both in Calgary at some point. I was in Regina on Friday. At Casino Regina with Bob Pugh and Jed Lavelle and Jeff McHenry, and it was very fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was I doing? I was at the Calgary Younks.
All weekend long. I came on Saturday because unfortunately the Chicks Dig It show had to get canceled because KJ, the lead singer, got really fucking sick.
Was he faking it?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think he was.
I just think,
he's like never missed, like I think he's missed 2 shows in his like 15 years into it. So I was like, I don't know.
I just think it's like maybe he pulled off like some kind of weak ass Chris Cornell.
What does that mean?
Instead of killing himself, he just called in sick.
Oh my God! Don't say shit like that.
If you're going for
We're gonna have him as a guest on this podcast, and when we
we
have a live taping in Calgary, they're coming on for sure.
Okay, we won't.
Yeah,
you think we'll do a live taping in Calgary?
Yeah, Youngcats wants us to do it because, and I always need to shout her out, Angie, lovely Angie at Youngcats loves us. And they wanted us to do it this weekend, but I couldn't come on Friday.
I think that was one of the I heard about. She was golfing one time and she hit a bird.
Yeah.
And then the round was over. That's why you don't want to golf with girls, because if they
kill an animal
with a ball they hit,
they're gonna go into deep spiral depression.
They're not gonna continue to golf, right? Whereas a group of males. You could kill an animal.
They take a picture of it
and they go like, oh shit, oh, and then they would just keep golfing.
Yeah.
Right? they wouldn't take a fucking emergency cart back to the person.
Doing CPR on the bird the whole time.
Live bird.
I saw a video of a farmer bringing a pig back to life. Like, I don't know what was going on. Yes, through magic of prayer.
I wonder how many fucking farm animal miracles we're missing out on. Or like,
we're not praying for them?
Well, no, where they did live miraculously, and we didn't give a shit because we just wanted them dead so we could eat them.
Exactly. That's why the whole time I'm like, what? Well, but he looked like this pig was his baby. He was like, it looked like it was still alive because his mouth was moving, but he was like shaking it. He's like, live for me. He was just smacking it.
Was he saying, live for me?
Yes. Don't die on me. Don't die.
You need to gain 1 more pound to be worth it. Don't die yet.
But it was
Don't die yet. You're not fat enough to kill.
He just rubbed it back to life.
Have you thought about ever being vegan?
I would honestly love to be vegan because I really don't like killing animals. I really don't. But I'm trying to be less meat eating because I do love animals. It's not a diet thing for me at all. I don't care. I don't like killing animals and then eating them.
Some people are into like animals that were, like, oh, as long as they were free range, right? They got to run and then we killed them. Like, is that better? Yeah,
it's a little better.
The worst would be a guy who's like, I eat a lot of meat, but I only eat meat that was strangled to death. Like somebody had to fucking
Doesn't kosher meat is kosher meat throat. Because they cut the throat? Isn't that
halal, I think.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, but what religion does to
animals. I know, these poor animals, but whatever. No,
I try not to eat, I try not to eat meat, but it never works.
Would you be a vegan?
No, because of milk and
cheese
milk and
stuff.
cheese.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sorry about that, but there's no way I can live without milk and cheese.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry guys. But
sorry, whatever animal provides that.
One time I was at the farmer's market downtown, and there's a lady with I might have told this already, but a lady with a vegan cheese booth, and like everybody's like walking the long way around it, like trying to get as far away, and she's standing in there, and she didn't say it as a joke. She goes, please just hear me out. It was so funny, but I'm like, I've never ever in my life had vegan cheese. I'm like, yeah, this is passable as cheese.
Oh yeah, I saw something similar to that in the West Edmonton Mall food court.
Yeah.
Very recently.
Yeah.
There, because how poorly Japanese places do in that environment, right? When you're surrounded by chicken and fried stuff, and then there's like one lonely Japanese place.
Yeah, that's trying to get.
And they're like, come on over here for something that's just as unhealthy and takes longer and is a little grosser.
And makes you feel like you're eating healthy.
Yeah, but not really because it's so covered in sodium and sugar.
That's true.
So this lady was. I walked by to go to another restaurant, of course, and she's like, free sample, free sample. Like she was just sticking in my face.
For it.
And then I sat down near her empty restaurant.
She glared at you.
And everybody that came by, free sample, free sample. And I was like, that's the difference between an employee and an owner.
An employee would never do that.
An employee would never fuck with that.
No.
But so you could just see the desperation on her face, like trying to keep this fucking
business alive,
shitty meat kiosk open.
Oh my
and
God.
Just screaming free sample at everybody that goes by. And nobody took one.
So does that mean that all Cinnabons are in trouble and run by their owners?
They could.
Because they're always out there with the free Cinnabons.
Well, and the worst part is she's saying free, like somebody's offering you free food.
Yeah.
And everybody said no.
Yeah.
100 people walked by and said, I don't want free, whatever you have, I don't even want it for fucking free.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So then who's gonna buy your shit if you're like, please fucking
She's trying to be a Costco sampler, but she's not that good yet.
I don't like Costco samples. They're creepy.
Well, the rest of the world would beg to differ because they're lined up. You know how people like hover when maybe it's coming out of the toaster oven, maybe I'll get a pizza pop, and it's kind of like horrifying. If a Costco is busy, it's like people will circle. Like it's weird. We become major fucking animals at Costco during sample time.
I think if you eat it, then you have to touch the product. That would be my rule. If I owned it, I would say like, okay.
If you buy the product, if you eat it.
Not buy it, but touch it. Just touch it. You know? Like so if you eat a little wiener,
How many times have I
done
that?
Kathleen can't eat hot dogs because she always thinks they're going to squirt even if there's nothing in them. But so like if you eat a tiny wiener, And then you go, that was nice.
Yeah.
And you can't just leave and continue shopping.
No, you have to buy it.
You have to, touch whatever box the wieners are in, you have to hold it.
And look at it?
Yeah.
And read something about it?
And read something, learn something.
And then go, maybe next time.
Yeah. So you can do that.
Okay, but you have to do that.
So every kiosk thing would have like 2 employees.
Yeah.
One that serves it to you on a tiny red fork.
Yeah.
And then the other one that hands you a box.
Teamwork.
And then you have to go, holy shit.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
And then you have put it back. So if you don't want to buy it, guess where those are normally located? Over there. Go put it back yourself.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You think that would work?
Maybe. I don't think I could ever be I could never work at some place that like sampled aggressively. Like I worked at Starbucks and you had to stand out with a tray of drinks and you just stand there and people would take it and you just go back inside. But like if I had to this is a good example. So there's a place in Vancouver, I think it's called Casa Gelato or something like that, but it's got over like 150 flavors of gelato, and like the big thing is you can go in and sample whatever you want as long as you're buying.
I mean, when I'm buying gelato, I want over 100 options.
But can you imagine how annoying that would be? Just if you get this one wiener and then he just keeps going and you're just like constantly, you just have to stick with this guy too, because every time people try to leave to go to another person, they're like, excuse me, I'd also like to try the saffron. Like, it's ridiculous, that place. I would lose my mind as an employee because some of the people that go there are so obnoxious.
Yeah, my favorite ones are the ones in airports. You know,
that's credit cards and stuff?
That's the worst.
Like,
yeah, because I mean, you're in an environment where you're like, excuse me, and every single person has like the easiest excuse of all time.
Yeah.
I have a flight to catch.
Yes.
Like, so you're trying to sell a product, and every potential customer has the ultimate built-in excuse. I'm running late for a machine that takes me to another area. There's a machine that flies, and I have to get on it if I'm late. So they can't get anybody. Who's gonna sit down?
No, I never say flight when I'm there. I'm always just like, I already have a credit card.
Oh no, I go right to the flight. Sorry, Winnipeg. Gotta go.
Winnipeg can't miss me.
Do you hear that late call for Ching Sum Pao? That's me.
Is there like, because in kiosks at the mall, they have those, some of those places will be like, but it's, I don't know if it ever happens to dudes, because I know it's for like this skin cream that you always walk by and they're like, you need some skin cream. And then, or
so
a hair.
Insult, kind of, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Look at you, you need
you could really use this shit, bitch. Or they have like a, I should name a product that. You could really use this shit, bitch. I'm gonna start my own skincare line, and that's what it's gonna be called.
Perfumes that are insulting.
Oh my god.
This will make your ass seem less fat. And then it's just perfume. And what it's intended to do is when men smell it, you look thinner. Yeah. I mean, we're about 10 years away from that type of perfume technology.
Just like hypnotic perfume?
You just breathe it in and you go, whoa, she's 93 pounds, man. So it's like, I don't need fucking leg day or back day.
You want 93 pounds?
No, I mean, not ideally.
No, God, no.
But I mean,
you're not one of those guys that goes, you gotta fit in between this and put their thumbs. Have you ever seen that?
Guys do that?
Oh, yeah. Fit between
she has to fit what? Like her waist?
Her waist. In
no
between.
way.
Yes. Fuck you, no way.
Like the center of, like...
Yeah, from thumb to thumb, wide, spread open.
Whoa.
Spread what? Spread eagle.
And like here, like your hips?
Yeah, no, like your
oh,
yeah,
there,
here.
okay. She's
hips now, you can have a fat ass, like that's changed. But like, I mean, when I was growing up in the 90s, you had to be like anorexic.
You had to have a flat ass.
Fuck.
An old man's ass.
Yeah. You had a flat ass.
Guys liked no ass.
No ass at all. What happened to your generation? Like, asses are the best.
Yeah, no, remember in the 90s when guys hated larger asses?
They hated them.
No, they didn't.
You weren't allowed to have one?
What, the school told you? Like, were you in jail for a large ass? You weren't allowed to have one.
You weren't allowed to have a large ass.
I didn't see a lot of fat ass jails opening up, filled with fucking
ass jails.
angry chicks. It's not that big. You're in lockdown. You get a solitary confinement ass.
Throw that turd cutter bars. That's the most awful and disgusting and amazing thing to call an ass, a turd cutter.
Is somebody called turd cutter?
Oh, you've never heard that before?
I've never heard turd cutter.
Come on.
I really haven't. No.
It's also...
Jim, you've heard turd cutter,
yes,
probably.
It's also...
I mean, I'm from a small town. We don't cut turds.
We don't talk about our turd cutters.
We don't cut them. It's just one long turd.
Slide it out.
Yeah.
We just sit down, our anus is open.
The end of a rural shit is just your lower intestine peaks out. And then you push it back up.
Is it because you eat more vegetables on the farm?
No. We strangle our animals and eat them without skinning them, so we get a lot of fur in our teeth.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh my God.
No, I can't. There was like 20,000 people in my town growing up. What kind of town? And you came from like a rich part of Edmonton.
No, we lived in like, well, it's really nice now, but when we were living there, it wasn't like, it was like middle class.
Yeah, and then when you moved, it really stepped its game up.
As soon as McGee's got out of there, as soon as the McGee's divorced and everyone left, it was, finally, our house was worth $1 million.
When do you think is the best age for parents to get divorced?
Oh, as young as possible.
Yeah?
Oh.
Like how old were you when your parents divorced?
I think it was like 13 or 14, which is the worst fucking time.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like for guys, but I can't do relationships at all. I'm terrible at them. And it's because I had to witness it my whole life. Like, they should have divorced when I was 2.
Yeah, but
I think fighting and
I don't think you can really blame. I don't think you can blame your parents though, because when you think about whenever you talk to people, they talk about their parents fighting, and usually frequently. So it's obvious that the problem is being in a relationship. Period. Right? Like if you're in a relationship with even your dream guy, think of like within 10 years, your dream guy would make you roll your eyes 2 times a day.
Oh, of course. Nobody is ever like always forever in love and this person. I know. But so like
relationships are just
but it's how people handle those relationships. So like if you have parents that talk shit through so they still kind of love each other, then you witness that. Or if you have parents that just like don't speak to each other for weeks at a time, sleep in separate bedrooms, like, and then eventually divorce because they don't even want to try anymore. It's how they handle their relationship. Because every fucking relationship is awful at some point.
Yeah.
It's just different people can handle it differently. Like some people are good at talking shit out, and some people become silent. That's the strong silent type. That's what guys do. Where they just shut down. And then, and then wait for you to break up with them. That's called cowardice. That's called cowardice. What would you do to get someone to break up with you?
I don't know. I would pretend I cheated on them.
You would pretend you cheated?
I wouldn't even
you were like, I wouldn't even cheat. No, I would just pretend. It's
exhausting to actually fuck somebody else. I would pretend I cheated on her. Like I would just have fucking stray texts from nobody. Send me another pussy pic, Rita. And then send it to no one. And then let my wife find it and be like, who the fuck is Rita? And then be like, oh my god, you know about Rita?
Shit! I thought I was so careful.
Oh, I thought I deleted that.
You'd rather just do that than just break up with the person yourself?
I would pretend that I was having an affair.
Oh my god.
And then she'd be like, you fucking monster.
But then she could come at you, if you're married, she could come at you for money.
Then I'd be like, prove I cheated.
And then she'd have all the Rita texts.
Yeah, but then she'd be like, I'm gonna go find out where this Rita bitch lives. And then fucking not even real, you know?
Like, so you really thought it all out, Sean.
Actually, I haven't thought about this ever before, but it is a good idea. It is a great way to get out of a relationship because it's so quick. Right? Yeah. It's a Band-Aid. You're just like if you want it to be over, because that's the thing, if you break up with her, then she's all crying. Yeah. And, oh my god, no, we have to make it work. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And then you're like, yeah, maybe we should. Really yeah. You know? And but then if you just rip that Band-Aid off, if you just let her find 9 pussy pics you found online on your phone, and she could be like, you motherfucker. And then you're like, what? What? I didn't do it very many times. It was like, it was only 2 years. And then she'd be like, you fuck it. And then she'd leave. Or she'd kick you out. And then it is over. It's officially over. And you've done it in fucking an hour.
I mean, doesn't that
sound smart?
That's pretty smart. I feel like all relationships should have like either a 5 to 10 year expiry date.
Opt-out clause.
Not even opt-out. They have to end. No matter if
I can't say it has to end.
Hey, I was in a relationship with a guy that we like had an expiry date on it because I was moving. And it was the best way to break up ever because we were both like, yes, this will never work. And it was also like, we have a countdown, and everybody thought it was cute. Right, and then we broke up, but it wasn't like it was like my least traumatic breakup ever.
Well, that's because you guys both like played by the rules you set out initially,
which
most people would not do.
Yeah,
they'd be like, okay, let's just do this, and then in a 9 months.
That's true.
Like somebody'd be like, okay, like a lot of guys would be like, I'm moving with you.
But if you knew you had to, okay, so what about if you had, so we're at 5 years, and by the 5th year you had to either prove that you should stay together or prove that you should separate?
I don't know.
I think they should do that. It'd be funner.
I just like the idea of an opt-out clause where like you get to sit in a room and then you go, no, I don't want to keep going with that. Yeah. And then you never see each other again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it wasn't traumatic. But I feel like it would make it less traumatic if you knew, okay, I have 5 years with this person. Let's hopefully make it good 5 years. And then it's nice for you to be sad about losing somebody, because then then another one comes along and it's fun. I don't know. I think that's the best thing ever.
I guess so. But then you got to meet all these new people all the time.
That's amazing. Well, okay, so this is not for Sean.
No. And then once you get to 47, right? Yeah. Now you're on your...
But you got other 47-year-olds ready to date. Everybody's single at the same time, and everyone has to get into a relationship at the same time.
With a different person.
A different person.
And they have to choose a different sexuality.
Sure.
That'd be fun.
And it's all thrown into a computer.
Straight to pan to gay to...
You don't even get to pick the person. This is like that TV show right now. Oh my gosh. It's on Netflix. It's called Love at First Sight. And like people don't see each other, and then they get engaged. And then they get to see each other. It's all, it's fucking, look at it. Jim's eyes just rolled so hard his head almost fell.
It's called arranged marriage.
It is, and now they even have said that at some points. But I'm like, you watch this thing and they're like, they have like a week to get to know each other, and then they're, hey, would you marry me? And they're like, sure. And then one of the couples, I don't care if it spoils, this has been out for a couple weeks. So one couple, it's this guy who's bisexual, and he doesn't tell her until like after they've gotten engaged and everything.
What a jerk.
But no, like, so then he tells her, and she's like, oh, okay. She didn't even have a negative reaction to it. She's just like, well, it's just, okay, that's something I have to think about. If I'm okay with that, and that's fine if she wants to think about that. That doesn't mean anything. It just means that she has to make her own decision. And then this guy gets all like, fuck this bitch, she can't even, I don't want to be with her, blah, blah, blah. And then he just like antagonizes the shit out of her until she like gives him the ring back. She's like, wow, I just dodged a huge bullet. So that girl's fucking lucky because she dodged a bullet fast. There are other bullets and the people that are still together that are undodgeable.
Think about how many times like, when Christianity mattered.
Yeah.
Where people like save themselves for marriage.
That's the only reason.
They dated for like 2 years, and then the first night when they consummate, the guy's like, I can't come because I hate girls.
Yes. Oh my God.
And you're like, what the fuck? I should have known about this a while ago. Sorry, Jesus said we shouldn't fuck until now. Oh my
God, yeah.
Jesus said we shouldn't fuck until we're 100% committed to each other for eternity. What kind of fucking ruling is that?
That's a horrifying ruling.
Christ is an idiot.
That's why I'm a heathen.
I mean, gods are idiots. Where they're
gods are idiots.
Look, don't fuck each other. Don't do that thing that everybody does. You know that thing that you're always going to be doing with each other?
And you have urges for constantly.
Don't do it until the day after you have decided to be with this person
for life.
Forever.
Yeah.
Through eternity.
Marriages only exist. I've had this discussion with a lot of people that because of religion. It's the only. If you're not religious, you don't need to ever get married because it was just a way for the church to get people together, to breed more churchgoers, to get them together, more churchgoers. It has nothing to do with the way we live in our society nowadays, and it's just people want a piece of jewelry and a party, and it's because that's become a huge industry. But
like it used to be religion, and now it's children.
Now it's status. It's not even like children, it's just status. I'm married, somebody picked me, like I'm not even kids.
Really?
Well, there's so many people that aren't even having kids these days.
Yeah.
So many people are
if you get married and then don't have kids, that is kind of...
It doesn't make sense.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't make sense, right?
Well, yeah, because what's the point of like... it's just, I guess it's a symbolism. Yeah, it's weird.
Like, I don't want to have any kids. I mean, I guess it's probably married people without kids that are like, what are you guys talking about?
Also, like, who cares if you're married, if you have, like, that whole thing is another church thing. It's like, you have to be married to have kids. Why can't you just, like, maybe you don't want to be, you should have some kids. Come on, pop them out.
I'm not going to start talking about that.
Pop them out.
You don't need children.
I don't need children.
You need, like... Yeah, what do you have? You have dogs and cats.
Yeah, what do you have? What do you got over there?
What does she have over there? I don't know. I don't look at her social media presence.
I ever snooze.
I was watching Pharmacist. That's a good documentary.
Oh, what's that?
It's about like a guy who was a pharmacist, and he noticed all these OxyContin prescriptions coming in.
Yeah.
And all these people that were coming in, none of them had crutches. Like they were all young people or people that were like skipping in sometimes.
Skipping in?
Yeah. And at that time, OxyContin was considered like an amazing pain management drug with low addictive qualities.
Yeah.
So this guy was the only guy that was sort of raising the alarm of like, why are so many people that are in good health coming in, but because there was so much money at every level, right? So the guy who owned the pharmacy he worked at was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
This is our biggest selling drug. Like we make a lot of money off of OxyContin. So even on that level from his job, he wasn't really allowed to say anything. And then he was looking at the prescriptions and it was all the same doctor.
Oh my God.
It was like one doctor. And that doctor's office was open from like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. in an industrial area.
So does that mean the doctor gets money for every prescription?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, they charge you for the visit.
Oh, yeah.
So they have the ability to give you a prescription for OxyContin and they can say it's $100 a visit, it's $250 a visit.
And the drug company obviously goes to the doctor. If you do 500 prescriptions, we give you a $10,000 bonus or something.
Yeah. So the more that you guys buy, the more we make.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so it was a known secret at the pharmaceutical company that we're targeting people who already sell a lot of opioids, and we're just going to convince them to start selling this one, and then people are going to get addicted and go fucking bananas. So and he, it just shows you like this guy was like fighting to get people to realize, and it took like 10 years, 11 years.
And nobody listens, but I'm sure the government had something to do with it.
For sure, yeah. There's just too much money in it. Yeah. Everybody's making because they interviewed this sales rep that was like, we were getting $50,000 bonus checks. Yeah. And so how do you quit?
Yeah, you can't quit, even though you're about to murder that maybe millions of people.
And he said some people, you'd go in and talk to them and they would be on board right away. Yeah. Other people would like take his paperwork and throw it in the garbage and tell him to leave. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. What are you doing next weekend? Do you have any big shows coming up?
I'm doing Kelowna on Friday with myself and at Dakota's.
At Dakota's.
At Dakota's. And I'm doing the Queens in Nanaimo on Saturday.
The Queens in Nanaimo?
The Queens.
Jesus Christ, you travel a lot. You travel too much.
I do.
Stay local.
But I like to travel. I'm going to go to the Asia.
I'm going to go to the Asiatic.
I'm trying to get booked over there. And now everyone's like, you're going to get the thing. And I'm like, okay, well, good then. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
It's good press.
Good press. Yeah, stand-up comedian with coronavirus. No one's done that yet.
Well, or you could be the first chick to do comedy with a surgical mask on all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Easier to get laughs when nobody can see your mouth.
Very muffled jokes.
Yeah. They have no idea whether you're smiling or frowning.
I dare you to do a set with a surgical mask on.
Hi everybody, I'm just a little concerned about this area.
I dare you to do that.
I'm worried about this word. You guys look pretty fucking gross.
You were choosing your words very carefully.
Here's the thing, I get angry when I see people in surgical masks. Like, where do you think you're cleaner than me? Fuck this.
But maybe he's protecting himself from you. I know people that get sick and then they wear those.
I hate it when I see that. Because it's like you're in your house without it on and then you're like, oh, I'm going to be around dirty people. So then they see, whenever I see somebody with a surgical mask on, I just go, fucking take it off.
Yeah, take it off.
For real. Are you that stupid? You think that's going to work?
Yeah.
And then they get to the fucking plane and the first thing the person does is like, you get to take your mask off. And then, okay, all the germs rushing in. And then, you're just convincing yourself of something that it's not protecting you from anything.
No, I don't think it will. And it's hard. They sweat. I remember when my mom was in the ICU, we had to get all dressed up to go see her.
Like in a suit?
Yeah. Full gown. Yeah, that went up to.
That'd be so funny.
You had to put on your corsage.
You went to the ICU, and then they looked at you and they said, before you see your mom, you're going to have to gown up. And you were like, okay.
I brought one just in case.
And then you go to the change room and come back in your grade 9 grad outfit. with your fucking high-heeled shoes.
Oh my god.
And they were like, what the fuck? No, one of the green gowns.
Oh my God.
And you're like, oh, I don't look good in green. And then you just sit by your mom's side. In your weird pink dress with your corsage. They told me I had to gown up.
Oh my God.
That's the only time I've ever worn a wedding dress.
When I was
That's the closest Kathleen will ever get to a wedding dress. Is when she gowned up to see her mom in the ICU.
My only gown that I've ever worn. But yeah, no, I wasn't. I don't remember what I was saying about.
Who knows what the fuck we were talking about? You know what this podcast should do?
What?
Get shorter by 1 minute every time until it's nothing. What do you think of that? We'll just slowly turn the tap off. 54 minutes, 53 minutes, 52, 51, 50.
Oh, I'm sure there's some comic that's going to take this concept and run with it.
And then don't even acknowledge it. You just like
and
the very last
disappear.
podcast, we just go, well, hey, how's it going, everybody? Dead baby bear. Goodbye. Oh, we didn't win. See ya. Final episode, by the way.
Oh my God.
Final episode, bitch.
This is the last one. I bought a lot of really good jeans at Value Village.
What?
These are Value Village jeans. I'm never not buying jeans anywhere but Value Village. These were $10.
The thing that's great about Value Village is like you feel kind of free trying stuff on, right?
Yeah.
You can take like 10 fucking things in.
You can load a cart up and just leave it in front of your dressing room.
Yeah. And it's usually kind of dead.
Yeah.
The store, so you don't feel bad about like trying something on, walking out and looking at it in the mirror.
Yeah.
Usually when you're at like any other store, I'm not going, like Sport Check has really tried to fucking force you out of the change room.
Oh, they have no change rooms.
They have change rooms,
yeah.
but they're so small. Like they're like, here you go sausage. And then
sausage.
So you go in and you try your fucking pants on, and you try to look in the mirror, and you're like, I can't even fucking see myself. I'm not far enough away from the mirror to see it. So then you leave the change room to look in a normal mirror, and of course, then now there's 3 people going, that looks nice. Those are, buy those.
Get out of here.
Fuck. You look less fat than you did when you went in there. Let me tell you something.
People would believe you were an athlete if they saw you.
When you went in there with those pants, I was like, no fucking way those fit. Think about how many times like people at stores do that.
Oh yeah.
Where they see like a girl walk in with some Optimism jeans.
Oh yeah.
And they look at each other like, I
have a joke about like a girl was like, are you here to buy a gift for someone? I literally had that happen to me. Yeah.
Oh. What store was it? Reitman's?
It was like a.
Because that'd be really insulting.
No, that'd be insulting. I am a Reitman's medium.
If you walked into a Reitman's
and just had a temper tantrum,
they fucking big boyed you.
No.
They were like, are you here to buy a gift for a prettier girl? Because you're in Reitman's now, honey. And you were like, what the fuck? I'm better than this store.
You slowly just get drawn to Reitman's now.
Oh yeah, I mean your ego takes you there eventually when you're 43.
I still want a shirt that says a Reitman's medium.
Reitman's medium.
I want a shirt that says that.
And it would be a small.
It would be a small. No.
So you actually got, what store was that you got?
I think it was, I have it in the joke as an Aritzia. I think it was like an Aritzia style. I can't remember which one.
So was it for like thinner? Like?
Yeah, oh yeah. There was no way. I was literally just going in to look at accessories. But
I mean, how is that not corporate policy? Like, if a girl comes in here who looks like nothing will fit her, we don't say, get out of here. We don't go, hiya.
Yeah.
We don't throw a chocolate donut outside the store.
Yeah, but most girls that don't fit in it don't want to go in and do that. So that rarely will happen. I guarantee you.
But it happens sometimes. You get a lot of bigger girls that go in to buy something for somebody else.
Those are always the girls that were skinny in high school, but now they gain weight, so they have the different body dysmorphia. They think that they're still skinny, when the girls that were bigger and now skinnier, they still think they're still fat.
Oh, is that how that works?
That's my theory.
So if you were a thin chick growing up, and then you get older and you get a little fatter.
You still are like, I'm still
rocking it.
I'm not saying this is true, but this is my perspective.
So it has to be true.
It has to be true. Oh, there's gonna be some skinny girls that are like, I've always thought I was fat too. I'm like, okay, alright, but you never were, okay?
Bitch.
Get out of here.
You used to suck quarterback dick. I was a lineman. I got the lineman.
I was a towel girl. I had to bring the cum rags out after we were done.
I would swallow guys on special teams. You got to blow a quarterback. You lucky princess. I don't know if that probably is wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if people are blowing quarterbacks still. I don't know what it's like to be a kid nowadays.
They're wearing the jocks. They wear the cups.
Oh, I'm like, what did you?
They're wearing the cups.
I was like, why is he
reaching for my pelvis? The fake cheater strikes again. Yeah, well, and if I was a girl, so the fake cheating thing is that's the guy's way to get out of it, and the girl's is I'm pregnant, right?
Oh, because you think every man's just gonna leave? What? That can backfire on you hard.
To fake pregnancy?
Yes, because then what if somebody is really excited about it?
Ooh, yeah, I get. Well, miscarriage. It's always in there.
I know, but then there's so many layers to this story.
That's the wild card. So
I would never fake a pregnancy. That is
horrifying. I would fake a pregnancy to get him to leave, and then if he was like, "Oh my God, I've always wanted a son," then I would wake up the next morning like, "I'm bleeding." You know?
Everywhere.
I hope it's not a miscarriage.
Oh my God.
And then I would take like a Cabbage Patch Kid and kind of like melt it, put it in the microwave for 38 seconds, and then cover it in ketchup.
Do you remember Andrew Iconic had a doll with the melted head, and we adopted it? I think his name is Jeffrey. I've got a picture of my son. I'll put that picture up.
Right.
We like. What was that doll's name? Jeffrey?
I think it might have been Jeffrey.
What was the bit behind it? I can't remember. But he, like, literally his head, it was like one of those plastic dolls.
Like he melted it.
And he melted the face, so the face is all melted.
Phantom of the Baby Opera.
The baby, yeah.
And that was a weird, I forget what the bit was.
I forget what it was
babies, because there was another bit where he had babies that he pulled out of a box.
The first time I ever saw that bit, I peed my pants. I did. I literally, I was watching it in the back at the comic strip, and I've never peed my pants laughing before, but...
He pretends he's a magician.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, sorry, he doesn't pretend. He is a magician.
Yeah, he is a magician.
And then he takes a black baby.
No, he takes a white baby and starts ripping the legs off.
he takes a white baby and rips all the limbs off.
And puts it in this magic box. Yeah.
And then shakes it around.
Taps the side. Yeah.
And then pulls it out, and it's a black baby.
Full, all hands and arms together.
Arms, together.
It sounds awful when you just say it, but god damn it, that's literally, that's the funniest thing I have ever seen. It was just so, he just... When a joke, you don't see it coming, because I did not see that coming. I thought something, I don't know, I thought he'd pull out an orange or something.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, like I was in the back, I wasn't expecting to laugh so hard at the punchline, and I was just like, and I'm just pissed myself.
Yeah. You just gushed.
Gushed everywhere. I comedy squirted.
And you could, that's good. I comedy squirted.
That's called pissing.
You put a 2-figure punchline in me and... Couldn't help myself. Hey. Shouldn't be doing this at my parents' house.
Yeah, but I don't ever laugh at shit anymore. Do you ever laugh at comedy anymore?
When it's horrible, yes.
But it's horrible, not when it's great.
Yeah, because my favorite thing to listen to is bad comedy podcasts.
Yeah.
I don't watch good comedy specials.
No.
It's boring.
What's the best, worst one you've seen lately?
The best, worst one?
Yeah.
I don't know, because none of them are the higher profile ones. I like to watch, like, something on local comedians on YouTube or something like that.
Oh, like you go that far. It's not even a special.
No.
Oh, that sounds fun and awful at the same time.
Yeah, it'll be like Chris Seward's Acceptance Speech, or, it'll be some local guy doing, and then, doing Thank You and Good Night, Los Angeles.
And they're filming in Calgary.
We talked about that before, right? Like the comedians that go to LA for a week, take 1.9 million photographs,
and spread it over 2 months. And then
spread it over the course of a year to make it look like they never left Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I think they lived in Spruce Grove all that time.
That means you've got to bring a lot of different outfits. You gotta film it.
Like I'm going to LA for 2 days. I need to bring 9 suits.
That's exhausting though. Why don't you just try to be good at comedy?
No, it's more important to get 9 tailored suits. And then you gotta fucking just go to wait till when do you guys close? And then break in, turn the lights on, then take a stage pic. To make it look like you performed there. But you had to fucking pick a lock to get on stage.
It is so, it's so upsetting when you actually get on those magic stages sometimes that they're supposed to be like legendary. Like, the first time I ever did the Laugh Factory, I was so, oh my god, this is the Laugh Factory. Holy shit, this is crazy. And then I get on stage and it's literally like 10 people in the crowd. I'm like, oh, it's like the downtown Toronto. Yeah, okay, it's the same thing. Like, it's very disappointing. You're just like, okay.
Yeah, there's no magic. I think what did I do? I did one in, what the hell was the Ice House?
Oh yeah, the ice house is a cool place.
And it was, nobody was there.
Yeah.
And it was being taped for this really stupid thing that I shouldn't have done, but I was working with agents that were like,
yeah,
you should do this show, it's a showcase.
Yeah.
And so the first thing I do is I get there and they're like, okay, right on, you're gonna do a 5-minute set and at the end do a little jokey joke. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, just go up there, do 5 minutes, and at the end, we'll give you a jokey joke, and you read that.
Oh, they would give you a joke?
Yeah, so the idea was like, you know, we're going to put 12 people, so they were filming it and putting it on their website as content.
Yeah.
And the idea was like, you're going to tell your material, and then you're going to tell a street joke.
Oh, okay.
And then if your material sucks, then at least we can put you on our website with the street joke.
You had to close with a street joke.
You were supposed to, but I was like, well, I don't think I'm going to do that. And then every person that was on the show, I was like, I don't belong here. Because they were, you know, I mean, they were probably new to LA as well.
Yeah.
And so they went on and there was a camera and nobody in the audience, not one person. And they just went up there and they're like, so the other day my sister-in-law said, and they just went and did their full set as if the place was packed. And they would even pause and go, I know. And I was the only, like, I went up near the end and I was like, nobody's here. There is no one here. I don't know what the fuck happened before me, but I want you to know at home, no one is here.
in this room.
And I think they did use some of it. And then somebody like accused me of being a joke thief because they were like, I've seen this fucking joke. So it was like online.
Like on your street joke or on your joke jokes?
I didn't tell any street jokes. I just talked about how nobody was there and then did a couple jokes and left. Yeah. But somebody that was, it was like I have a joke about going to Vancouver Island on vacation or whatever. And my girlfriend gets killed. And so I did, that one, that's about rape or something. I do that joke, and then there was somebody commenting underneath like, I've seen this joke word for word from a comedian in Canada. This guy's a fucking joke thief.
That's you.
And I was like, it's the same person, you fucking idiot. And then other people are like, I don't know, it seems pretty original. And then he's like, no, he's a joke thief. So it was like so it was the #1 viewed clip of me for like 5 years. Was
that on Rooftop Comedy? Is that what it was?
No, it was like Comedy Time.
Okay.
Out of LA. So it was like, I think it had like, you know, I don't have many views on anything, but this one had like 15,000 views. And if you scroll down even a little bit, you would see like joke thief fight.
Oh my god.
And I was like, what the fuck? This is my, you know, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, and the guy that was arguing it was like arguing for me.
Yeah.
Against me on the most viewed clip of me.
That's so weird.
So it was kind of an ironic.
Well, it's never gotten far because I've never heard Sean the Convert joke thief in my life.
No. So then the guy did. So then I was trying to get it pulled offline. Yeah. Forever.
Like Beyonce was trying to get that one picture.
Oh, was she?
There's a horrible video or picture. Oh, yeah, she's like this, and she's dancing, and it's all just. I'll look up bad Beyonce picture, I'll show you. But she tried to pay to get it off of the internet. I'll just put up. Okay. Show me a picture of ugly Beyonce.
What?
That will not exist.
I couldn't find any matches in your photos library.
In your photos library?
I don't have any in my library, but here's the picture. I found the picture though.
Oh yeah.
Like it just there's.
Yeah, she looks like J-Lo with Down syndrome.
Yeah. Everybody knows this picture. Like, but she tried to. I could be just like spreading stupid gossip.
Is that her?
Yeah, there's more.
I mean, that's just her mid jig, right?
Yeah, she's dancing, and they just caught her.
Fucking weird dance.
And I kind of feel like.
What would our faces look like if you caught us in the middle of doing like a jig? Think about how ugly we'd look. Oh,
sometimes when I'm taking screen caps of this to post online, I get a really awful screen cap. And I delete it quickly. Yeah, no, but there's a story that she paid to get it taken off the internet or something. And I don't know. Now that you say it out loud, you're like, that sounds like
I didn't have any money, but I was just calling this company and being like, look, can you just take that fucking video down?
Yeah.
You know, doesn't mean anything to you guys. Yeah. And there's like 9,000 comments.
But it does mean stuff for them. They get paid.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of watches. They're not going to take that down.
And then I don't even know if I've talked about this on the pod. I think I may have talked about it on the podcast before, but like I was contacting their office in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And they were like, we'll get that done right away, sir. And then they just wouldn't do it.
No.
And I would call like maybe...
But that's how it happens in Los Angeles. People say, oh, absolutely, we'll do that. And they're like, fuck, this is it.
I think I would do it like once a year. Like once a year I'd call and be like, I'd be reminded, I'd see it and be like, fuck.
Take this down.
Can they take that fucking video down? And they would always be like, absolutely, sir, we'll do that.
Yeah.
And then I called one time and it was somebody in like, you know, somebody in Pakistan or something. And as soon as I heard their voice, like not to be racist, but when I heard their voice, I was like, oh no, this is never going to get figured out.
You're never getting that clip down.
They farmed it out to a call center. Yeah. I'm never going to get the... You can't, you know, this person lives in a third world country. I'm going to be like, hi, there's some negative comments. On
this video really hurts my self-esteem.
So can you remove that? And I'd be like, yeah, I'll get right on that as soon as I get my family some clean drinking water, you fucking baby. You can't.
That is such a first world problem. Like, I have a clip they don't like online, I can't get it down.
But luckily, they're used to dealing with white people's stupid fucking problems.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I was just like, can you take it down?
They must hate us.
He was like, I'll see what I can do. And I'm like, see what he can do.
Yeah.
And then the next day I looked, gone. It's gone. The guy took it down.
Oh, he did?
And I was like, yes.
So he was in full compliance.
He was in full fucking compliance.
Yeah, he was very worried about keeping his job.
So what do we got? This is the $1 million Royale.
You keep getting those ones.
$10 ticket. Are you not comfortable with these tickets?
No, Darren Frost is messaging me, but I'm busy. I'll have to message him when I'm done. All right. This one was $10, and we could win 1 million. What's this 2 million thing? Oh, no, 2 million prizes from 20 to 500.
Oh, rip off.
Wouldn't it be nice if we won like 500?
Yeah.
Am I just doing it the shitty way?
Yeah, do the shitty way. Let's go straight.
I like being straight. Like, this shows you real...
No foreplay.
We won, Adam and I were in Calgary on Sunday night having a weekend, and where is it? Oh. Appears to be a non-winning ticket.
Oh, no, now we have to scratch it.
Yeah, go ahead, double check that.
I don't trust you, Barco.
But Adam and I went to this bar in Calgary called the King's Head because we were staying across the street from it, and we went just to go have wings, and then we're like, what's happening here tonight? And they're like, oh, there's a comedy show, and I was like, what? And
what?
it was so weird. I wasn't even like, and I was like, no one's gonna believe me when I'm like, oh, I had no idea, but I literally had no idea that it was happening. But
and who was on?
It was like the Cyber Gong Show Calgary, so Corey Harding hosted it, and but I saw Brian Stollery. I haven't seen him in forever. And
the Children's Hospital?
Yes, Brian Stollery. the Children's Hospital just showed up, and it was so good to see them. But I got like really drunk, and we played VLTs, and we won about $200 on the VLTs.
Really?
I didn't, sober. But Adam, I'm not good at it.
Does it sober you up when you win that kind of money?
No, it makes you drink. I should keep spending.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we drank a lot.
We fucking lose money every goddamn week.
I know.
And I had to eat a hot dog.
You had to eat a hot dog?
I was hungry. I had to eat a fucking chili cheese dog.
So you're blaming the lottery ticket on your chili cheese dog?
Yeah, I'm blaming the podcast on having
Did you go to
chili cheese dog.
Did you go to Max? Is that where you got it from? Because I love Max because they have real hot dogs everywhere.
Do they really?
It says real hot dogs. Yeah, real.
They're real.
They're real.
Not those fake fucking.
Not those fake 7-Eleven bullshit big bites. You know what that big bite is full of? Assholes and titties.
Titties?
Nipples.
I think guys would like hot dogs more if they knew it was breast meat.
Yeah. Is that your favorite meat?
Oh yeah.
Or are you more of
It's the first thing I carve off the dead lady.
Or are you more of a rump roast kind of dude?
I don't know what to eat first.
Or you like ribs?
I think I would just die. Don't you think you would just die? Like if you were in that alive scenario.
Oh yeah.
Where there's like 4 dead people, 2 girls, 2 guys. You're the only survivor, and there's no berries.
Which would you eat first, a man or a woman?
Well, would you eat any of it, or would you just starve?
I would not want to starve.
Here's what I would say. Okay, if I start eating human, then my last meal is still human. It's I'm just gonna live here eating human until I run out of human to eat, and then I'm gonna starve after eating 4 humans.
What if you found out a human is delicious?
Then that's disgusting.
Well,
you'd be a different person. You couldn't go back to your family.
Isn't that the whole thing about eating people is you can't stop once you start? It's just so good.
Because it's so good. Humans are like bacon.
Have you ever tried bacon? Think about it, like bacon on top of bacon.
Yeah, have you guys ever tried turkey? Have you guys ever tried turkey human?
Turkey human.
Anyways, well that should wrap up this podcast.
Sean wants to get out of here.
This is episode, holy fuck, we've talked for way too long.
I don't know.
It's 6 p.m. Okay, so what, so this, how long was this podcast? This was like, and then
what are we at?
50.
Oh, Sean, you just like keep cutting them down. You keep cutting them down. Trying to get out of here early. I don't know,
I think 50, because we never talked about this. How long should the podcast be?
I feel like a good podcast is like an hour.
What?
I don't know how those people do 3-4 hour podcasts. That's fucking mind-blowingly crazy that someone can talk every day.
I think at the speed the world is moving nowadays,
people just want all that content.
They just want a little listen and chuckle and leave. They don't want to hear you talk.
Like a 10-minute podcast?
Not 10. Well, we could do like a microcast where we do like little 4 minutes.
We just do a little radio play?
Yeah. I drive in from Fort Saskatchewan and we talk for 4 minutes and then we leave.
Jim, we're just going to take up 10 minutes of your time.
Well, we did a photo shoot too, right?
We did a photo shoot and the photos were lovely. They're on our Instagram and stuff right now. I love them. It turned out good.
Yeah, the bear is a pretty good idea.
I don't know if the green screen ones worked. I asked him, but I don't know. I haven't heard back yet. But
what was he going to put behind us? Like Auschwitz?
Whatever we wanted.
That'd be hilarious.
Just Auschwitz.
It was just, you know, like, where are we in this photograph? Oh, you guys are in the center of Krakow's food court. Krakow? What the fuck are we? Hey! You overused your green screen limits, producer. I don't want to be in the middle of the Krakow fire pit.
Have you ever used a green screen?
Trying to resuscitate a bear. No.
I got to do the weather once on CTV Morning and I had a green sweater on. No, I did that though.
Did you really?
When I was a kid, I did when they had that via broadcaster.
I knew you'd be the person.
Oh, I have it. I still have it.
And you were like, "Hi, I'm Kathleen McGee."
Yeah, reading off a teleprompter.
Tonight, our top story is something about poor people.
Yeah, I did that. It was like
I bet you were killing it.
Like 9.
And the newscast was probably like, "This bitch is good."
Yeah, it was you know, it was with Shauna Randolph, who's since moved on from CBTV or
CBTV, TT, APTVN. You ever been? We should get a sitcom on APTN.
Well, yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Just take it.
Just take over APTN. No, I mean get a show on it about pipelines or something.
Yeah. I didn't know if you should talk about this, but I've been reading both sides because I have no idea what's going on with all this, and I'm getting so many rhetoric from both ends. So I was like reading a lot of different. I was reading like far left. I was reading far right. I was reading this one guy who was like, is a native person, is like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, there's only a few natives that are angry about this, and it's all these white people protesting because they want to be protesters. It's been an interesting read. But my problem is like, there are a lot of communities that are like, yes, this will help our community. We really need this. But the environmentalists are winning. I don't know, I'm going to sound awful. People are like, you're horrible, Kelly. I'm in the middle, literally in the center of it. I just want everybody to get along.
Why can't we just build it over and paint it like a rainbow?
But someone said it's not even an oil one, it's a natural gas pipeline, which is very different.
I don't know what it is, but there's something about Canadian politics that I find just, even when something interesting's happening, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm an American political news junkie. I listen to podcasts about American political news all the time.
Yeah.
But even when something interesting's happening in Canada, I don't give a fuck.
You just think it's fake?
I don't think it's fake. It's just like build a pipeline or don't, or protest or don't. It doesn't matter. Who cares? You know, it's no big deal. But I guess I shouldn't feel that way. I should feel like, who's in the right here?
I just don't want to know. I just wanted to like actually know kind of, because this problem with the world today is, you know, people just get onto one side and that's it. They don't ever explore the other side, and so then you start reading the other side of something that you're so against, and you're like, oh shit, that's a really great point, and oh, we're taking, you know, we're doing this or that, and then there's
nothing wrong with asking the question like, who is protesting? Where are they from?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna go down the conspiratorial road, you're always gonna be like, they're paid protesters. Like,
but that's
happened from the beginning of time.
But there's there was one community on Vancouver Island that these protesters came and said, we're protesting in the name of this community, and then they were like, no, they said that they were working with that community, and the neighbors were like, no, they're not. We do not endorse this protest of this closure of this highway, and it's just people that are excited to disturb shit, and they're disturbing it. And there's a lot of shitty things happening because of all of this on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as cut and dry as, like, say, protesting against the Chinese government in Hong Kong or something. But,
yeah.
But that's happened from the beginning of time. Is as soon as there's protests against what you agree with, you say that they're paid.
Yeah.
Right. You say, oh, they're paid. Like, so even if there's an uprising in your country and you're the government, you're going to say those people are paid protesters. None of them are here of their own free will. They're all got some fucking money. So I don't trust people that throw money into it because they're usually just trying to sort of muddy the waters a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fair to say, like, where are they from? Are they from this community or not?
Yeah.
If they're not from this community and they're protesting something in this community,
then that's kind of bullshit.
Maybe maybe their voices don't carry that much weight.
Yeah. But it is weird that, like, these people they're not even listening to the other side. So they're not even listening to the actual people that this is affecting. That's the problem. There are people on that side that are like, no, we would really appreciate all these jobs, and we do want this to happen. But there's, like, a small minority that's just like, you know, you're racist if you hate us if we have to do this. You're destroying our world, and, like, I don't know. Our world's pretty destroyed already. I don't know if you've noticed, so.
I'm pro-Aboriginal until it comes to, like, ancestral burial grounds. You know what I mean? We can't respect that. I mean, let's get serious.
Oh, because
that was when you thought that you could bury your dead and then we just wouldn't ever build anything on top of it.
Yeah.
That was an idea from a time before there was 7.5 billion people.
But according to 80s horror movies, you should never build above an Indian burial ground.
Or a pet cemetery.
Or a pet. Well, no, they weren't built above the pet cemetery.
Were they?
No.
Because you'd bury the people 6 feet deep, so Jesus could find them. And then you'd bury your cats 12 feet deep, because they're scary when they're dead. If your cat came back to life, like, you're going to miss your dog. But
but I know there's something wrong.
Eugene,
I wouldn't kill him, I'm
like
sorry.
Like a zombie Eugene?
Yeah. He's already a bit of an asshole. I couldn't handle a zombie.
You'd have to kill him.
Yeah, of course. That's what every zombie movie is about. That's always happens. You gotta kill your mother, or you gotta kill your baby or something. Your zombie
That's
baby.
all those stupid movies are about. You gotta kill your mom, your baby, or the things that you want to kill.
Do you think that that's what's happening with the coronavirus? Do you think it's gonna turn into zombies? Because it's scary listening. I'm listening too much to the news because it's probably not as bad as. But there's, like, the guy that was trying to whistleblow is dead. Another doctor is dead, and it's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I mean, that's, Chinese people like their government until there's something like this, right? Until there's a panic, and then the information gets out too slowly. I think, like, there's been a lot of people that have died. I think there's, like,
of people.
75,000 people have been tested positive, and more than, like, around 2,000 have died.
It is also crazy how shit spreads.
Yeah, and it's always like us it's always at some market.
Yeah.
That we're eating something we shouldn't be eating.
Yeah. Wasn't it bat or
It was
snakes?
like a fucking, like, some kind of weird armadillo looking thing.
Oh.
And it's on the endangered species list.
And if somebody ate it.
Yeah. So basically the way I look at it is, if you're on the endangered species list, this is the only way that you can survive. Is to give humans a disease that forces them to not consume you anymore.
That's true.
So
maybe it was the koalas giving us chlamydia.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm
not gonna eat a koala, it's probably a chlamydia.
Gross. Here, what is this? That is panda pussy. You have to lick it 80 times and then put it in your mouth. But that literally is the only way you can save your life.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, I hope whatever's in me
will kill humans.
Kills humans.
Oh my
because
God.
then they'll have to leave me the fuck alone. And that's what's happened. So these, like, armadillo-looking fucking weird cat-looking things in China, there's like 4 variations of the species. They were all on the endangered species list. And after this, their populations will expand and expand, because they'll be like, I'm not eating that shit anymore.
Do you think they ate it because they were really hungry, or because they just wanted to try it?
I think they were, no, they probably, the reason they're endangered is because in that market they were like, we love it, it's, you know.
Oh.
You know, it's like one of those special foods. They're like, oh yes, this is the best and this is good for healing and all that fake nonsense.
Like abalone. Isn't that sounds like so gross, but it's so expensive.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, whatever. Maybe I'll go to China one day. I'm scared of China. China just scares the shit out of me. Facial recognition software. Like what would your social credit score be in the communist China?
Oh, very low.
After a set?
Very low.
After you did a set in fucking Beijing and then you walked home to your apartment and your social credit score is 0.
Is that a thing there?
Yeah, in Beijing, like you have a social credit score and if it's too low, you can't get on a train or a bus.
Oh, why? What makes your score go down?
It depends where you go when you leave your house. So you leave your house and then if you go to a mosque, your social credit score goes down because you've entered a mosque. If you go to a church, it goes down.
How do they know where you're going?
They have facial recognition software so they know where you're going at all times.
What?
And it follows this algorithm where it sort of says, you know, if this person goes into...
Is it to catch terrorists? Is this the point of it?
No, the idea of it is just to figure out who is against them and who's for them. And it's
this is not real!
And it moderates your behavior, right?
So I'd be fucked in that country. They hear me talking shit about them all the time.
I read something about a guy that tried to go to a vending machine.
Yeah.
And he tried to buy like chips and it wouldn't let him because his social credit score was too low to purchase from a vending machine.
Because they thought he should go on a diet?
I guess. And then he went back to his room and posted something positive about the government on his like social media page. Yeah. And then went back and he could purchase the chips because his social credit score had jumped up.
Could you just wear a mask everywhere?
No, because it can pick out just your eyes. Like it can pick out just your eyes and the top of your head.
I'm horrified right now. Why do you want to have kids, people? Why do you keep adding to this? This is horrifying.
I mean, as soon as sex stops being fun, you won't see any kids at all.
It's going to get worse.
That's what we really need to do.
Sex will never stop being fun.
Well, that's what needs to happen, is we need to, when your daughter's born and then you just like, okay, no more nerve endings down there. It'll just feel like eating, if you fuck a guy, it'll just feel like eating noodles.
That's kind of sexy. I love eating noodles.
And then sex feels like nothing, and then that's when humanity will start to fucking figure things out.
Oh, I guess so. Once we stop fucking.
Sex robots.
Wait a second, though. Sex robots for us to fuck?
Yeah, and then we can get them pregnant, and then they can have like half robot, half human babies.
That would not be possible.
You said it like a half human, half robot. That will not be possible. Oh, really, Kathleen? Sounds like it's already happening. That will not be possible.
I bet you the government's putting stuff in this weed.
Yeah,
it's turning us into robots.
I'm a robot from the waist down.
That's funny. The government could control us with weed. Everybody's smoking it.
Yeah, well, they can, you know, we get controlled with like sex feeling good, right? So just cut the nerve endings out, zippity-doo-dah.
Cut the dicks off.
Like no, not cut the dicks off. All the
not cut the dicks off.
Just nerve endings gone. It feels like nothing. You can still get erect. You can still soil yourself.
Yeah.
But it just feels like nothing.
Listen, I don't miss sex, but I really miss soiling myself.
I really miss being wet. It made it easier to clean. That's gross. See, this is what happens when we try to push. This is what happens when we try to push the podcast an extra 10 minutes.
We get gold, Jerry, gold.
No gold. There's no gold.
What are you talking about?
I forget what we were even talking about.
Oh my god. Was it on this podcast that I was talking about that, like, if you are a wing lady, you should get pussy currency for that?
Really?
Like, if you are one of those girls, I have it written down somewhere. If you're a girl that, like, is the wing, which I have often been the wing.
What's the wing?
Like, in the wingman situation, your girlfriend's hot, and so this happened to me once. My girlfriend was very hot, and I saw this, like, hot dude checking her out, and then there was, like a shorter, whatever dude next to him, and then I see the little guy walking towards me, and I'm like, oh, I'm the wing. But like, do you think that, like, if my friend gets laid because pussy commission, that's what it's called. What do I get for being your pussy wingman? Right? If a girl gets you laid, she should get she gets in her social profile or whatever the fuck that's called. That should make it go through the roof.
Her sexual credit score.
Your sexual credit score.
Yeah, if there was a sexual credit score, you'd be getting on any train you wanted for free. Right this way, ma'am.
Putting
Your
out the
sexual
right-
credit score is through the roof. I'm just blowing everybody.
I just swallowed.
How did that happen? I just swallowed everybody's semen.
I just swallowed without even being asked
I mean,
to swallow.
come on, guys. How come this bus ride's free? Everything's free. Get in there.
Everything's free in Pussyland.
Uber. Yeah, free Ubers, free fucking Subway sandwiches.
Wouldn't that be
6
fucking
inches
amazing?
Only, obviously, and not
Finally, I'd be on top of the world.
You would on top where Kathleen likes it.
Or what if like you get your sexual credit score and you're like, that's it? I thought it was better.
I thought I was doing good.
I guess all those guys were lying when they said that.
Yeah, that's why they just left and never came back. No, that's wrong. Shouldn't have said that. They all came back.
We
we had a fun podcast. Thanks for being on it.
Thanks for being on it too, Sean.
Thanks for being on our podcast.
Thanks for being on it, and being honest.
And being honest and on it. And now, Kathleen, get on it. Good night, Wendy.
Good night, Wendy.